John Shelby and Chris Singleton on the call. And it's going to be a hot one out there, Singy. Temperatures in the 90s right now around first pitch.
Yeah, Boog, some players love this heat. They feel like there's no fear attacking the baseball. Don't have to worry about cold days and getting jammed. But I tell you what, for me, it was always about hydration because I could cramp up. And you have to make sure that you stay up on your fluids. And it's not just when the game starts. This is something that you have to do days in advance if you're someone that's prone to cramping.
It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. First pitch moments away. Starting on the mound in this one, it's Sonny Gray.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
On the ground, right side. Foul and foul ball. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. The shortstop takes the ball. Witt, an all-star a season ago, 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Next one is off the plate. Now 2-0. 1 out, base is empty. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Against good pitchers, you got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses in. Throw to second, and great jump. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Walker under it. And there are 2 down. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
That's off the inside corner. And the count is 2-0. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Full count.
In the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in St. Louis, and towing the slab in this one, Seth Lugo. Chris, how about a scouting report?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Mason Wynn leading things off and takes a strike. And the next pitch is way outside. That's down and in.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him. And now 1 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Alec Burleson getting ready to hit. That one in there across the letters. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one missing inside. Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And it remains 2-2. And that's down and away. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Burleson, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That's in there.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. high.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a ball evens the count. And there's a ball. And that's a fair ball. The throw to third. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So two in scoring position with one out. Nolan Arenado next up for the Cardinals. And that's fouled off. Second and third here. One away. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Ripped to short. Sends it across to first. But the go-ahead run comes in to score. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball one, no strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Runner at second, two down. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Out to center. Isbell sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And that's the inning. So a run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Royals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey. Ball one there. That catches the top part of the zone. And now it's even 1-1. That one missed. Swinging a foul straight back. The 2-2. Hard on the ground to first. He steps on the bag and quickly one away in the second. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. There's a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. Cut out and miss. Struck came out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals. First offering, and it just misses. Two outs, base is empty. And that's in for a strike. Next pitch misses outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is inside, and the count's full. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Michael Garcia in the box now. No balls and a strike. Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Out to short. Tosses to first. 3rd out. Royals lead 1. They're down 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. That is upstairs for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Next offering is fouled back. He checks his swing, and that's a foul ball. Next offering is down low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And now the count is full, and another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck, way back there. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Jordan Walker, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that one wrapped foul. One down, base is empty. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And now the count is even. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Isbell on his way in. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. First offering in the dirt. That one down the line. Now a jump throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning. And down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Leading off, Kyle Isbell. Gray back to work. That misses, and that's ball 1. Strike 1.
1-1.
That one off the mark. 2-1. And a base hit right there. So now back to the top of the order. Jonathan India at the plate. Led off the game with a strikeout. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Fastball is outside. Tapped up the first base side. Quickly to second for 1. Back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Set for the bottom of the third. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Bunting for a hit. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
Next to hit, Mason Wynn. His first at bat was a strikeout. Just missed.
These Cards showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next offering is fouled back. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Over to first, and he saved. Swings and misses, struck him out. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Lugo picks over, and he's back in on a dive. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a foul out of play. Scott stands at first with one out. And that's in the dirt.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Ball two.
And now it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Contreras now. Doubled his first time. And a foul ball. High fly ball, right field. Renfroe sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. That is the inning. So one left for the Cardinals, but they're on top 1-0. On to the fourth, and here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. A little bit
Nope.
low.
Ball
And
one.
that is ball one.
Ball one, no strikes. Yeah. 1-1.
And that one fouled off.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Herrera hauls it in, and there's one away. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Perez, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Venezuela. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher
One ball,
because you'll have
two
a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
That's out.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And a base hit up the middle.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
So up next, Michael Massey grounded out his first time. Tap foul at the plate. Man at first, one away. And that one upstairs, ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Backed off the plate that time. And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one. Two outs. And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-1. Next offering misses down and away. Next offering is in for a strike. That's down and in.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
MJ Melendez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Royals nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. Nato comes in to take his cuts. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
In the air out to center. Massey on the move, and there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one hit to right. Renfroe. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Fly to right his first time. That one ripped but foul. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball, still 0-2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's outside. 2-2. And that one ripped into right. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Redbirds down quietly, but they still lead it 1-0. Ready now for the 5th inning, and here is MJ Melendez. That just misses. 1-0.
Well, these Royals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And that's too high. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next to hit, Michael Garcia. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Upstairs.
Counts 1-0.
And that misses. Ball 2. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
There's a swing and a drive. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. One down, base is empty. That one outside, and the count's full. The Royals down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ball 1 there. The pitch. Fought off foul. Garcia at first, 1 gone. Just missed.
Outside.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Next is the designated hitter, Jonathan India. Checks over to first, back safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that...
Runner on the go. Ball outside. Throw to second. He's safe. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. And delivers outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Inside, just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Bobby Witt Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 2.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That clips the zone. Strike 1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Matthew Liberatore appears to be getting loose. Fernandez, a right-hander, loosening up as well. First and second, 2 down. On the ground, down the line, and it's foul. and he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and that is the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Royals nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Way outside, ball 1.
You know, these Cardinals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
And there's the strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. There's the strike. That one missed. Out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Victor Scott.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
And there's the strike.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
And a curve misses outside. Ball 1. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. When you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
In the air, center field. And that ends the inning. The Cards leave 1. But they lead it 1-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Zach Thompson.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Well, 1-run game, and now Vinny Pasquantino 0 for 2 in this one. And a fastball misses outside for a ball, and that is ball 1.
That's ball 2. 2-0.
And that one fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. Salvador Perez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
No outs, runner at first. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab, and there's one away. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate and try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Rolled slowly to first. Contreras takes it himself. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job.